Hi Cancer, welcome to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. Today is Wednesday, April 8th, 2020, and this is a general love reading for the sign of Cancer for this upcoming week in April. I hope you are all staying healthy and doing well in these crazy times that we're dealing with. So if you're brand new to my channel or you're unfamiliar, you can check out the description box below for some more specific information regarding my readings and my videos. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you coming back for more. I hope that my readings are helpful in some way to you. I do want to remind everybody watching that because this is a general reading, it can't pertain to anything, relationships, situations, and circumstances surrounding family, home, work, school, social circles. If you can think of it, it might apply. Also be flexible with the energy. Don't be concerned about the gender of the cards or the pronouns I'm using to describe them. You can interchange the roles in the reading. In other words, you might be represented by any of the characters that shows up in the cards. My intention is always to reach the people who need the message the most and who will benefit from it. So some of it may apply, other parts may not. Take what does and leave behind what doesn't, and hopefully you will get something out of it when all is said and done. Okay, Cancer, so we're going to get started. I want to give this deck one more shuffle and a cut, and then we'll see what's going on with you guys. Here we go. We're going to start off with the Three of Wands in reverse, paired with the Five of Cups in reverse. The Chariot in reverse, the Eight of Swords in reverse, the Seven of Cups, Eight of Wands in reverse, the King of Cups in reverse, and the Nine of Swords. So from this first set of cards, Cancer, I feel like something didn't transpire, something didn't go your way recently. There might have been some grief or some sadness surrounding this. You might be in the process of picking up the pieces or trying to get over this, or maybe even trying not to feel sorry for yourself a little bit. This might have been something you were looking forward to, or something that you had on your mind for a long time. There's a sense of stagnation or feeling like you've been stopped in your tracks, like you can't move any further. And a little bit of a sense of confusion, or maybe wondering what your options are now that this is said and done, and whatever it is that you were hoping for hasn't transpired for you. Now where do you go from here? What options do you have? So I feel like there's a little bit of a standstill or feeling uncertain about making your next move, moving forward. You might even be dealing with a little bit of anxiety or stress, or maybe feeling a lack of motivation, or maybe even feeling a little apathetic, or emotionally removed, or just feeling like you want to give up type of energy is what I'm getting off of this King of Cups. And this could represent your energy, or it could be somebody that you're dealing with. So you could, if you're an outside party, cross-watching for somebody, this is somebody who's feeling a little bit anxious or worried or upset or stressed out over something that didn't transpire for them. Maybe trying to get past it, but feeling a little stuck. Maybe a little emotionally removed or apathetic about what's next or what's to come, or whether or not they have even any options available to them. Let's get some more cards out here for you, Cancer. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and the Devil in reverse. Three of Pentacles, Four of Swords, the Fool in reverse, Two of Cups, Nine of Cups. And the Knight of Pentacles. So we have a Queen of Pentacles on the table in reverse. And she's clarifying this Three of Wands. So the Three of Pentacles in reverse, sorry, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse is somebody who could potentially be in need of some self-care or needs some help with something or is feeling a little insecure or uncertain. This can be somebody who is a little self-centered or egotistical, somebody who is more concerned about themselves than others. This could be somebody who's removed themselves from a situation where they weren't receiving equal give and take, or they were putting a little bit too much effort into something and not getting it back in return. I do feel like this is somebody that you're probably dealing with, Cancer, and I want to remind you, right now I'm identifying this as a reading for the King of Cups. If you're female, you can still embody the King of Cups energy. If you are a female, you could be this Queen of Pentacles. This King of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. This is a Two of Cups relationship. It's a significant relationship to you. This does not mean it has to be a romantic relationship, but it could be. I feel like it's, there's no movement forward. It's kind of in a stagnant state right now, this relationship, this connection. It could be that you two have been working on building something together or working together. But right now I feel like that's stopped. There's no movement forward. There is this period, this period of rest or this pause in this action or this relationship or what you're doing between the two of you. Whatever it is you're building or creating, whether it's the relationship itself, or this is a working relationship, business partnership, there is some kind of stop or lack of movement regarding this relationship or what's involved within this relationship. There is, again, a sense of confusion or not being clear or being uncertain about where to go from here or what actions to take or what your next move is or what your options are. I feel like this King of Cups would like to move things forward, but I think he's feeling a little bit in his head. Maybe wondering if this is more of something he wants rather than something that both the King of Cups, Queen of Pentacles wants together. Maybe this is something that he's more invested in. Let's get some more cards out here for you, Cancer. We have the Empress. Five of Cups in the upright, clarifying the Five of Cups in reverse. The Devil in reverse again. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Cups. The Sun in reverse. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And the Knight of Wands. Okay. So this just took a little turn for me with this set of cards that just came out. So I'm getting the feeling that this is definitely related to a relationship itself. It does feel like it could potentially be a romantic relationship. But again, don't try to make the story fit. If it applies to your situation, it applies. But it feels like this could have been a partnership that had some other motive, some other intention. And I get the feeling like there was a certain level of expectation that this Queen of Pentacles was somebody that she's not. That perhaps this King of Cups thought this person was going to turn out to be something she's really not. Or there's different, there is a different expectation. Each of these people has a different expectation for this relationship. There's a lack of clarity regarding where this relationship is going. It could have been a working relationship that possibly is turning into a romantic relationship, or one of these parties is hopeful that it will, whereas the other party is just, this is strictly business. This is this is the direction I want to take this. We're not going to get emotionally involved. I feel like this Queen may be emotionally involved and this King is not. And so there's this hesitation on this King's part to move forward with this relationship, because now there is this added expectation on this Queen's part, and it doesn't match what this King wants. Does that make sense, Cancer? And this King might be ready to give this up because of this added expectation that I feel like this Queen has regarding this relationship. It could have started out, like I said, maybe a working situation. Maybe you guys were co-workers. Maybe you're business partners. Maybe you were doing something or building something together, creating something together. And this has all come to a screeching halt. Whatever this was that you were creating together or building together has come to a screeching halt because there's this added expectation of where this relationship is going. And it may not be what this King wants. I don't know that he's sure of what he wants. I'm not sure he knows what he wants. I think he's feeling a little insecure. I think he's in his head. I think he's feeling anxiety. And I'm not sure that he knows where he wants this to go. I think he does have an understanding that he might be the one who's in control of the situation and needs to make the next move. Whether that be communication with this Queen, that he is on board with where this is going, or, whether he decides this is coming to an end, this is not what I want, this is not what I anticipated, so we're not going to move forward with this. There's the sense with these cards that this King has an understanding that the ball is in his court, so to speak, and I'm not sure that he knows what he wants. Or he may think he knows what he wants, but then I think he's questioning himself. So the lack of clarity really is the obstacle that's keeping this relationship and or whatever this is that you're building together or creating together, or if this is a work situation, all of it has come to a screeching halt because of the uncertainty of where this relationship is headed. And this queen feels like she might be a little confused too, or trying to weigh out her options as well. I think she knows that there's the sense of hesitancy or caution coming from this King, that he's not sure, and that's keeping her from feeling confident about what it is she wants. So both parties, to a certain extent, have a lack of clarity or are not sure about where they're headed from here, or there's this, again, a decision that needs to be made. But I get the feeling that this Queen understands that this King is unsure, and so now that has her questioning, her motives for moving forward, or her desire to move forward with this king. Does that make sense, Cancer? Let's get some more cards out here. Interesting story so far. So we have the Knight of Wands in reverse this time. Three of Swords. Knight of Cups. Three of Pentacles again. Ten of Cups. Ten of Swords. Two of Wands. And the Four of Wands in reverse. So I think that this queen has an understanding that because this king is hesitating, I mean, it's possible. I'm just going to throw this out there as a for example. Let me just tell this story the way it's going on in my head. So there could have been a business partnership, for example, or something that these two were creating together. This Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Queen of Hearts, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and this King of Cups. And I don't feel like it necessarily started out as a romantic connection, but I feel like this queen has developed feelings for this king and that she may have made that known. I think this king has mixed reactions. I'm not sure that he knows where he wants to go with this. I'm not sure he knows which direction he wants to take. I think he's uncertain. And because he's uncertain, that has this queen feeling uncertain, and she's not sure that, and she may have thought, okay, this king's going to reciprocate. He feels the way I feel. But now that she knows that he's uncertain about what direction he wants to take, she's thinking, okay, well, this is obviously not what I wanted. It's time to put an end to this relationship. Because of the lack of clarity, she may have thought, and I'm using third person pronouns. I'm not talking directly to the queen because I do feel like I started out talking as though I was reading for this king, but you could be either one of these people. I feel like this queen, because of the uncertainty of the king, might be hesitant to move forward with this relationship because now it almost feels like he might be forcing the situation. She may have thought that it was the right move to make this offer, to develop this relationship further beyond just a working relationship. But I feel because he's hesitant or he doesn't quite know what he wants, it's making this queen think twice now too. Because maybe at one time she thought he was sure, or maybe she was getting some kind of other feelings off of him or some kind of other vibe coming from this king. Maybe she misinterpreted his feelings for her. So let's get this last set out and see what else we get. So the Queen of Swords now. The Sun in reverse. Nine of Pentacles. Justice. Page of Cups. Six of Cups in reverse. Ace of Cups. And the Magician. Okay, so I think this king is feeling like if this relationship transforms the way I think this queen would like it to, that it might make the situation unstable, that it might ruin the momentum they have going. These two have going with whatever it is they're building or creating or working together on. But he still has this decision to make, and he's insecure, uncertain about it. And honestly, I feel more than anything that he's worried about not necessarily the direction that the relationship could potentially go, but what it will mean for the other part of this relationship, for the working piece. In other words, it might take that down a different road, and I think he's concerned about that. But this uncertainty, at least for this queen, it feels like it may be the demise of this relationship, because she's thinking twice now about whether or not to invest emotionally in this relationship or whether or not she should bring this to an end. And we've got the Six of Cups in reverse out here. The Six of Cups can indicate soulmate energy, someone coming back from your past, a relationship of longevity. Six of Cups energy is someone you have a soul contract with, someone you're meant to spend some time in this 3D life, learning life lessons, having experiences together. It does not have to be a lifelong partner. This just means it's somebody significant, somebody that you're meant to spend some time with during your lifetime. It is possible this queen and or this king could potentially, now that this relationship has taken a little bit of a different direction, that they might be going off on their own, striking out on their own, or taking this in a different direction without each other. And I feel this is coming off more from the queen's energy than the king. Almost like, well, if you can't make up your mind, if you don't come up with what it is you want out of this relationship, then I'm going to take my talents, I'm going to take what I've got out of what we've built together, what's mine, and I'm going to go off and do my own thing. And I'm getting that more than anything from this queen than I am from this king. And I do feel like at this point in time, the energy is very strong for this Queen of Pentacles. That she is, at this point, very clear about what she knows is right for her. And with things in this unpredictable state that they're in, what's right for her right now is to watch out for herself. To make sure she's doing what's right for her. So that she doesn't get hurt. So she doesn't have to deal with the pain, the sorrow, and the suffering that comes with someone not wanting someone who doesn't know what they want out of a relationship, which is, in this case, is this King of Cups. He's unclear, he's uncertain, he doesn't know what he wants, which is casting a shadow of doubt for this queen as well. You know, it's interesting because the King of Cups came out first, Cancer. But the reading took a strong turn towards being heavy on the energy of this queen rather than this king. So again, you could be either one of these people. And if you're a cross watcher, you may not be either one of these. You may just know of the situation or be an outsider looking in. Maybe a relative, friend, or mutual friend of these two and just know of the situation if you're cross watching. So if you're this queen, you know, you're on the right track as far as I can tell based on the cards. You were... I'm gonna take this card here. It's just one. I feel strongly that the queen has her head on straight, that she knows what she needs to do, the direction she needs to take. And if you're this king, I mean, I don't want to put any pressure on you. Obviously, this is a significant decision to make, and obviously, I'm not going to tell you what to do. But I do have a feeling like if you don't invest emotionally in this relationship soon, this queen is likely to say goodbye. This queen is likely to end this relationship because I don't know that the working relationship can continue if the emotional piece isn't there for this queen. That's what I've got more than anything, okay? So, we've got the child. And the child, it's a great card. I am going to, and the meaning is quite short. I'm going to read a different part. I feel compelled to read the part that is the present. It's about 3/4 of a page, Cancer. So hopefully this will shed some light on your situation and help you out. And here we go. Joy and the ability to dream are the gifts the child bestows upon you. It is time to dream and imagine and to believe that anything is possible if you are willing to try. Forgive and forget all past failures and disappointments. Turn mistakes into positive lessons instead of reasons to give up. Be hopeful. The child in the present represents positivity and potential, a new beginning, one that will bring happiness and joy to your life, especially if you are willing to embrace an open mind and heart and put ideas into action. When was the last time you paid attention to your daydreams? Moments when you allowed your imagination to wander away from the mundane. So often it is those moments that our minds show us the truth about what we would really like to be doing with our time. Does something prevent you from making your dreams a reality? If so, are the reasons legitimate or founded in doubt and fear that you will not succeed or do not deserve to succeed? Do you dream of a holiday in a distant land? Do you dream of changing careers and doing something that you love? Or does your daydreaming reveal a simple desire to reconnect with nature? Whatever your dream, now is the time for you to act. Put doubts and skepticism aside and delight in doing something that you love. Give yourself permission to do what you need to do in order to make those dreams come true. So, Cancer, I think this could be interpreted in any number of different ways related to this particular reading. I think that this could indicate that this is a dream relationship that you've been hoping for. And maybe you made your feelings known if you're this queen. And this could indicate that this is an opportunity for this king to take a chance on something maybe he hasn't had and wanted to have, but he's just felt emotionally disconnected from the idea of having a relationship like this. But this opportunity is presenting itself, and it could be an opportunity to take a hold of and to enjoy. If it's something that you think you want, take a chance on it. This could also represent the opportunity to take your own talents and yourself and move on to something brand new and bigger and better on your own, whether you're this king or this queen. But the child, I think, the child card indicates that the possibilities are endless and it's your choice. You get to make those decisions for yourself. You get to live your own dream. You get to fulfill your own hopes and desires however you see fit. So I'm going to leave this reading here, Cancer. I thought it was a great reading. It was really interesting. If it did resonate, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you want to. I hope that you got something out of this reading. I hope that it allows you to move forward, gives you something to work with in some way, shape, or form. I appreciate you joining me and watching. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope I see you again soon. Bye, Cancer. Take care.